What's going on, everybody? Thank you for tuning in to another edition of On the Road to Victory. I'm Jimmy Smith, and I'm a little beat street today again, and it has been warfare. I flew home to try to get this show in order, and my God, as soon as I'm about to go live, the Eagles signed Greedy Williams. Howie, I'm about to beat your ass, dude. You keep making these 11 o'clock, 9 o'clock signings. I got all this shit ready, and then you want to do this stuff. I'm getting pretty annoyed. People telling us they're leaving, saying their goodbyes, wish you well, and then all of a sudden they're signing back. Okay, we're playing it this way, huh? So trying to stay ahead of it all for you, and I'm here with some information that I know you're all craving. And like I see the media, they're tossing and turning. The other people are out there, and they're just waiting for this video, and I love every second of that. So I've talked about it for months now, and now the last couple of days reiterated, and especially yesterday, last night's video you saw, we talked about the fact that we're going to extend or restructure him. We're not releasing him. None of that stuff that was said. We are going to save some damn money. And, well, you can only if you trade him. That's incorrect. Oh, only if you really, and that's incorrect. So let's show them the graphic. All right. This is from almost 2 months ago. And obviously, we've been talking about this way longer, but this was what his contract was before the extension. So $26.1 million cap hit. What the? Yeah, can't have that. So what we wanted to do, we talked about it. You guys saw the show. I said, give him an extension. Now he has to agree to that extension, but that's the best move for me because you not only lock him up for the next couple of years, but you save a lot of money. And here's the thing. If you trade him, sure, you save $4 million more, but you don't have a Pro Bowl cornerback. So for me, that was a no-brainer move. We talked about that, the 10 ways the Eagles could save cap space. So here it is right there for you. I see people saying nobody knows. Nobody knows. Well, they do, and there it is. So $13 million is what you will save with an extension. Now, over the cap, I say this every time. Spot Track, all those guys, they're great. They have great numbers. They provide lots of information that I need. But they're always, not always, but most of the time there are numbers that are, a couple dollars off, a couple thousand, whatever. Now to us, that'd be big, but clearly certain things go into this that maybe they're missing, I'm missing, whatever it may be. But keep in mind, we know these numbers. So whatever they're saying, no, dude, you're going to save around 13 mil. So saw earlier, nobody knows the cap hit. Well, if you take 13 off of 26, I know this is hard, but 13. So that's going to be around what his cap hit is. And now that's going to depend on how they, filled out this extension. They could try to spread money out, do whatever, but that is what's going to be saved. So look, man, here's the contract details. He got a 2-year extension. So you add 2 more years onto this final year. So he'll be playing 3 more years here. Now, again, I'm sure in that final year, we'll either restructure him, cut him, do something to save money, whatever it may be. But he got $42 million from that extension, and $23 million of that is guaranteed money. So when I talk about giving these guys these contracts, that's a win-win for both sides because he gets guaranteed $23 million in his bank account, and we get to take the small cap hit. So, yeah, you're paying him a lot of money right now, but dude, you're able to add other pieces, and we're going to run it effing back. Now, I was going to show you the corners, but I'm not changing this. I'm going to make another video about Greedy here in a second. Once this video is done, I'll put one together for you. But you add Greedy to that room. You guys saw my top free agent options, Greedy Williams being one of those guys. I think he's a perfect depth piece. And we talked about bringing Slay, Bradbury back, Avonte Maddox, and having Greedy Williams. And I think he can play a very versatile role in this defense. And I think it's perfect. So we'll talk about that when I get to Greedy. But you see the room there. No free agents left. And the best cornerback room in the game. So I'm not doing a recap tonight because now I have to do another video. And I'm going to do that tomorrow. I'm going to give you the best available free agents. Just recap what's been going down, all that stuff. But you see the players we've lost. Minshew went to Indianapolis earlier today. You guys saw I was trying to keep you up with. Couldn't make a video on that. But you got Dillard, Minshew, and Sanders on offense going. On defense, Edwards, Epps, Hargrave, White, all names that we talked about, probably not going to come back. So no real surprises. You see the media and the haters, dude, it's so funny to see people that don't understand football getting worked up like, yeah, we knew. And it's like, well, you didn't, because if you just tune in, you'd know that we knew. So here are the people that really matter. And we got a bag. So we know Darius didn't go anywhere. So it's not like, that is an addition. But He did extend, so that's awesome. But you got Kelsey, Scott, and Toth to come back on offense. You added Rashad Penny. And then on defense, you got Bradbury, Cox, and Graham. So, yeah. Now, the big question becomes, with the available free agents, can you sign CJ Gardner-Johnson? Now, the rest of those names I highly doubt will be back. I'd love to see Isaac back. I hear a lot of teams are offering a lot for him, though. So, we may get outbid there. We'll see. He's testing the market, going to see. Maybe he takes a hometown discount when he sees this roster stacked again. So, yes, is the answer to that question. We can sign CJ Gardner-Johnson. Do not listen to people that don't know the cap. It's comical every year to see it. It's like, do you really just say this every time? Well, you don't have cap, so you can't. It's like, well, bro, if you understood how the cap worked, you'd probably be able to see that we do. And the reason I talk about 10 ways to save cap space, this move with Darius Slay here, it's because we save money. This is not costing, oh, they're paying him 21. I'm seeing it everywhere. It's like, bro, you're a fan. This has not come out of your fucking pocket, dude. You're not Jeffrey Lurie. People getting so offended about Jeffrey Lurie keeping good players. Like, dude, all you got to worry about is the cap. And I promise you, you should probably start studying that too, because the people that are whining about it, you guys see them out there. I know you do. It's like, what are you complaining? You don't even know what you're talking about. It's chaos out there. But we have the money to sign CJ. And think of it this way. When I explained, how could we trade for AJ Brown? Remember when I made that video before, like a month before the draft? I explained giving these dummy years, putting them on the end of these contracts. Yeah, that's what you do. And then boom, we trade for him. It happens. And it's like, dude, Howie knows what he's doing. I don't understand where this narrative came from that we just got some Joe Schmo at GM here that doesn't know what he's doing. It's like, I've seen him fleece people left and right for years. And I see media and content creators embarrassing themselves every year. It's like, what are you doing? I would learn about it first. Then I would talk about it. But that's just my opinion. So with that $13 million saved in cap space, holy shit, you could definitely re-sign CJ Gardner-Johnson with just that money. You could give him a massive amount of money, 18 mil per year, whatever, do something crazy. And his cap hit would not be $18 million because they're going to add dummy years. They're going to prorate, as I always say. That just means spread that money out. So you're going to spread that money out, but you have the money to sign CJ Gardner-Johnson. Do not let them tell you otherwise. It's up to him. He is, I can't even follow him on social media. He's just out there trolling, getting people worked up. I can't do it, man. I've had too much stress these last couple of days. But yes, Greedy Williams was signed. I was just mentioning that, and I will make a video for him here, but wanted to get in front of this. Let's go get Murphy and Cansey then. Yeah, going to be a lot of great draft picks here. Yes, that is one for Chauncey. Greedy Williams. Yes, indeed. Yeah, you guys know I'm a big fan of Greedy. So, yeah, that's why we talked about him the other day, and I would love to see what he's got this summer. So let's go. Top teams. Well, that would probably be the Eagles, Broncos, and Bengals, but I'm sure there's other teams that are talking to him too. Yo, my man. Appreciate that, dude. Really do. And look, I'm just out here trying to convey these things so that the media stops getting people worked up. Stop talking shit about our team. It gets tiresome. I see other fans are finally getting pissed off on other social media. It's like, thank you, dude. You know how stressful it's been last couple of years hearing everyone just make stuff up every single offseason. It's like, bro, all I do is talk about stuff that happens. And people get pissed about it, dude. And it's like, okay. So, yeah, Roland agrees there. So let's go, baby. Yo, what's going on, Liz? Hope you're having yourself a great night. Wanted to jump in front of this, explain the cap. Everybody, no one knows. Yes, we do. So we're saving $13 million by extending him, just like we've been trying to tell them about, right? Liz, I know you've been seeing it. I mean, how hard I've been trying to get those people on board, and they just refuse. Nobody knew it. It's all, the cap's not real. It's like, but it is. I understand accounting is hard, but don't say it's not real just because it's too hard for you. Yo, what a time indeed, my man. And look, when we talked about Greedy the other day, we talked about him, that versatility as a defensive back, what he could add to this room and what Sean Desai likes to do. And yeah, I'm pretty happy. I'm going to save that Greedy talk, though, for when I make that Greedy video. But if you have any questions about Slay here, please feel free to let him down here. CJ is just, no, I don't think so. He's going to get paid, actually, which a lot of people have a hard time understanding why people would want to get paid. And I don't know where the confusion comes from, but I would want to get paid too, especially if I was the best at what I did. Oh, wait, I do want to get paid, and I'm tired of hearing people that just make shit up get paid. Oh, okay. Yeah, so he's gonna get paid. Did the bird sign? Yes, we did, my man. And I will make that video here short. Fucking Eagles, god damn it. Literally, I was like, oh, I'll get this video. I had another video I was gonna make, and then the sleigh shit came out, and it's like, all right, dude, I gotta get home. Like, it's getting annoying. Like, you can't just do this shit earlier in the day. Like, it is. Like, you can tell I'm annoyed if you can't. Not at you guys. It's like, really, dude? Like, holy shit, all of it at once. So that way it just jacks everything up. And then I don't have graphics for the other stuff. Like, oh, thanks. Thanks, guys. I should have reached out to my buddy and been like, yo, dude, you got to start telling me this shit before it happens so I can at least get the graphics up, because he was doing that last year, and that was great. The birds, yes. Somehow I went backwards. So I think Gardner-Johnson, that's 3. Gardner-Johnson. Yeah, I'm hopeful we will sign Negadelphians. Yes, you are. The Negadelphians, you are right there. They are, they're brutal, right? And look, bro, I just think that, not to talk shit on anyone, but it's like, why do people try to act like they're experts at something if they don't even understand the basics? Like, I'm not trying to be rude by saying that. It's just, why do you buy a blue check mark and tell people, oh, Darius Slay's going to the Ravens? Like, why just make shit up? I don't understand that, dude. And I know people love it, but it's like, I don't. I want facts. In the age of misinformation, I'm here to bring the truth. So people don't like that, man. Let them do what they do. Called it. Said about 10 mil from Lane, 12 mil from Slay. That's 22. Well, it's going to be 13 mil from Slay. And whatever the hell the lane was, yes, Linda, and I appreciate that. Thank you for noticing and watching that video. And I thought, when I started doing that a few years ago, I thought, man, this could really be beneficial to people, especially the media, so that when this time comes, they don't have to embarrass themselves by, no, how are we going to create space and we don't know. And it's like, how am I able to do this? And you have way more resources than I could ever imagine. Just wait till I get those resources. Give me the same opportunity. It's game over. What is going on, my man? Joseph in the building. Hope you're doing well, dude. Just wanted to talk about this move here, but we are going to talk about Greedy in a short minute here. Let me get those graphics together, come back. My woman just got home. I need to get a little crispy, get my mind right, and then I'll be back. But Howie is in his bag indeed. Nolan Smith is a stud. We'll see where he drops. Maybe we could grab him. Dan, so yeah, he's a loser. Because of the lack of understand. Why does this keep jacking me up? Understanding salary cap, it causes the freakouts. Yep. I'm sure we call it salary cap gymnastics, but they get GM. Yeah, it's accounting. That's what it is. And people, if you can't do basic math, you're going to think that, like I said the other day, you're going to think it's Greek when you look at accounting. Dude, trust me. I went to school for that stuff, and you do not want to just try to, like you would not, you have no idea what you're walking into, dude. You have to actually understand it. So each year it's like, what are they doing? Hey, I would think that these brands, these radio stations, all these, like, they would just hire a guy, right, that knows that stuff. Like, oh, we're just going to have a guy that knows cap so we don't look like assholes. But I guess they'll just keep making me look really smart. So, hey, thanks, guys. But you can pay me. Don't get it twisted. Greedy, do you think you can me? I think, as I talked about the other day, yes, my man. Yes, indeed. We should trade down. Okay. Freddie pickup. Yeah. Dude, Miles Jack's definitely washed. Maybe you bring him in as a depth piece, 4th, 5th linebacker, try to get him to compete with Davian Taylor. Yeah, why not? You need some guys in there. We talk about bringing in free agents, bringing in guys in the draft. You have to add to that room. So for sure. Yo, I've been having a tough day. I'm gonna be real with you, but I was excited to get here, tell you guys about this information. I hate seeing them lie to everybody. So I'm doing well, man. I hope you are also. And dinner time to get back evenings. Yeah, dude, I can't. I'm seriously, and it pissed me off today because I literally was out eating and it was just like, all right, dude, like, motherfucker, like, they really annoy me, dude. And I love you guys. So I'm always here to try to give that to you as soon as I can. And you got to realize I got to get home. Then I got to create the graphics. And I'm working on this piece of shit Chromebook here. Oh, it drives me insane, dude. I literally saving something and waiting here for 30 seconds. Like, okay. It drives me insane. Yeah, I would be much quicker with better equipment. One day when someone hires me, dude, don't worry. You're not even gonna know what happened to you because this is with the bare minimum. Yo, I love it. Love it, Tuesday. Hope you're doing well. Appreciate you tuning in, man. And if you missed it, we talked about that 13 million we're going to save. It's going to cost around, his cap it's going to be around 13 mil. That opens up enough to sign CJ Gardner-Johnson. I know that's what you came here to hear, and that's what it's all about. Yes, honey, it's Greedy that's over 5. So I had a bet before that CJ Gardner-Johnson we should sign would be said over under 5. But yes, Greedy Williams also. And I'm just going to get going, guys, because I'm going to make that Greedy Williams so you guys don't have to keep saying greedy in the chat. The past few years, you've done nothing but explain the contract. Yeah, man, I don't ever try to pick fights with people or anything. I literally stick to myself, and people always come looking like, how dare you? And it's like, well, I will. If you start lying, I will correct you. So they don't like that. It's like, well, then here's an idea. Don't lie to people. No. Well, if he doesn't, so people are saying Gardner-Johnson. Guys, man, you laughed. Yo, I'm with it, dude. And someone just reached out last night about helping me with that. And bro, I don't think you know how much that means to me. Yeah, well, thank you then when that we continue that conversation. But you're a great dude. That's all I want to say. And reading that message meant more to me than you can imagine. Almost passing away a few years. My life's been turned upside down, and most people ran when I got sick. And seeing people want to help, seeing you guys show up, that means the world to me. And I don't think you know how much. But don't worry, things will get better when it comes to the laptop, the graphics, all that stuff, dude. I promise you to keep getting better. But until then, I'm going to keep providing the knowledge, and hopefully that gets us by here. So if you have any questions, let me show you here again real quick before I get going. But here were the terms of his extension. He gets a 2-year, $42 million extension, $23 million guaranteed. This was his old contract we looked at from that show, whenever the hell it was, a couple months ago. You see here, that 26.1 mil cap it is why he had to have something happen here. A lot of people confused about what's good. Look, it had to happen. Something had to happen. That's why there was talk about getting cut, traded, all that stuff. But you know what I was talking about. Extension, baby. That is the way. So that's what happened. And now we've got Darius Slay and James Bradbury and Avante Maddox. And let's pray that CJ Gardner-Johnson comes back. Now, honestly, you guys heard me the other day. I said I was 50-50. The day before that, I was like 40-60. Yesterday, I think it was 60-40. It's like, I'm 50-50 again, man. And I might be leaning closer to he's walking. Now, if you're here to ask, can we? Yes, we can. And we will offer him what he is worth. But I think what's happening is he wants cornerback type money too. So he wants to play safety, but he wants, and because of that versatility, he can really help us in a plethora of ways, but gotta be careful there, man. So, look, you want to win a Super Bowl or you want to go get high as shit in Denver. It's up to you, dude, but, it's his life. Let him live it. I'd love to have him back. I'm hopeful he's back, but God only knows what he's going to do. So when that moment happens, I will relay that to you, but, I will give you the Greedy Williams show here in about half hour or so. I'm going to get together some graphics. Like I said, I got some things to do here too, but I'm going to get together some graphics, some other things. But if you have any questions on Darius Slay's contract, you couldn't understand what I was saying, you don't understand those graphics I just showed you, please do not be embarrassed. I am here to help, happy to help, and I will never degrade you. Look, this is stuff I'm obsessed with and have been since I was a child. So I know that people don't understand that. That's my niche. That's why I do it. You know what I mean? So I appreciate you guys. And if you ever need anything, you want to talk about football, you want to talk about life, you got things going on, you need a friend, I'm dead ass serious. Reach out. Don't be hesitant. I know what it's like to go through things in life and not have anyone. And I am blessed now to have a wonderful family. So look, I want to be there for anyone as much as I can. And I don't say it just to say it. It's because I mean it. And I truly care about you all. I can't thank you enough for tuning in, but I will be back later. We'll be talking a little bit of greedy there, but I appreciate each and every one of you. This pointy stays a go. I'm happy. Yeah, I'd love to see it, but yeah, it's killer. Yo, my man, Marshall. Yo, I really can't thank you enough for that super chat, my man. Pay literally the only guy on the internet that said we have money to do whatever we want. Break it down. My effing man. Marshall, I appreciate that, dude. And that's all I want to do is, and fans feel like I'm going at them or something. And it's like these fake ones that buy blue check marks and claim to be media. I will, if you start lying to people, if I see it, I will, and I won't be a jerk. I'll just tell you what's actually happening. And it's so weird. It's like, dude, if you just watched or listened like a normal fan would, you'd learn, but they just get so upset about it. And it's like, bro, I don't know why you want to lie to people. Like, what do you get out of that? Like, they thought Slay was leaving. Like, what's that do for you, dude? Like, who told you? No one. Person saw that one of the Ravens, Marlon Humphrey, said something to Darius Slay, and they instantly made a tweet. My source tells me that he's going to the Ravens. Like, dude, you're never going to make it in this business if that's how you roll, man. But I can't thank you enough. And it's not even those people. It's like we've got media guys in the Eagles, and you see it Dan Cilios, the ESP, all they want to do is take shots at our birds. All I want to do is educate them on if they're going to talk shit, they're going to have to know what they're talking about. You see me today. I'm dropping all that stuff on their posts. They're going to have to learn about salary cap one of these days, man, and they're going to have to accept that it's me that's going to teach them. But, dude, that's what it's all about, just spreading information, spreading that joy. And you guys get me effing fired up all the time, and I'm really looking forward to tomorrow's show, Fan Friday. We're going to be throwing it down. We got a lot to talk about, so I'm going to be taking all your questions. There'll be no graphics, nothing. I'm focused on you, nothing but you. So, yo, let's go. And a W indeed. Marshall, I can't thank you enough for that, dude. Seriously. And it's been a pleasure getting to know you and hearing from you on Twitter and here now. Look, man, I'm all about sharing that love wherever you guys are at. You can reach out on any of these platforms. I'm always talking birds, always down to talk birds. So, I think we've hit 10. Oh, yeah, we got another. I'm using Greedy Williams instead of CJ Gardner-Johnson because the over was people were going to say it 5 times. So, I think Greedy, we've got 10. But yes, I will be back with that video. Marshall, again, thank you. And thank you to every single one of you who tuned in tonight. If you got anything from this, do me a favor, hit that like button. It really does help. Your comments help. Subscribing, retweeting, sharing it, whatever you're doing, it really does help. And I can't thank you enough. And the more we keep growing, the better things keep getting. So I can't do this without you. Thank you again. I'll see you a little bit later talking about Greedy Williams. But again, if you have any questions about this, feel free to reach out. But until next time, I am Jimmy Smith, and this is On the Road to Victory. Have yourselves a great rest of the night. I hope to see you later. And as always, say it with me. Come on. I want to see that chat blowing up. Go birds!